Hi y'all, if you don't know me, my name is Victoria Golden. This is my first YouTube video. If you follow me on Instagram or you follow my Finsta, I did a poll on my Finsta. I was like, I'm gonna start a vlog, and then I posted like what y'all want me to do, and y'all voted for a get ready with me. So I thought I would keep it basic today and do just my basic everyday look. Very simple, this is what it is, so you're about to see that. I'm so excited. First video ever. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So if you know me, I don't wear foundation. I've never worn it. I've worn it twice for homecoming and it was just too thick on my face. I don't like it. I like the feeling like I don't have makeup on my face. But if you're like me and you still like the look of it, like it's nice and smooth and stuff, I think the best powder to use is the MAC Skinfinish powder. I use two shades because I've never found that right shade of my skin tone. So I use medium plus and medium dark, and I first apply the medium plus all over my face. So I'm gonna do that. And then I know most people like to do concealer and then your brows, but for me personally, I like to use do my brows before my concealer. Usually the brows I use is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. You need to see that. I use the shade 2 because my eyebrows are really light. They're really good. You can just fill it in and make it look natural to natural eyebrows. But I'm kind of out of it right now, so I'm using the Gimme Brow Benefit and this to fill in this corner of my eyebrow. I'm going to use this because I need this to be more filled in, and this gives you the more natural look, like the hair kind of look. And so I have to use this for the inner because I have like no hair there and I need my eyebrows to look more full. So I'm going to be using this first. I don't have that much left of this, so then now we're going to use the Gimme Brow Benefit. Alright, so now I think I'm done for the most part, but for me, like, some people like those really defined brows, but I like the natural look that makes them look like they're not filled in. So for me, like this, it looks filled in and too dark for me. So I'm going to take my medium dark, because I just applied that over my face, so my face, like my skin tone is a little dark. And also I found when I use my lighter powder to go over this, my eyebrows end up looking kind of white. So I use my darker powder and I kind of pat it in the corners because that's where it looks like really filled in, just to lighten it up some. Like if you can tell the difference between this one and that one. You might not, but to me you can. And I just do that, just to lighten them up, to make them look more natural and not as filled in. Because, I don't know, it's just my pet peeve. I don't like my eyebrows to look like I filled them in. And then I rebrush them with the brush from the Benefit Brow Pencil. Really recommend this stuff, it's really good. Brush the hairs up and then I kind of comb them down. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I think I can. They just don't look as dark on the inside to where they don't look really filled in. They look more natural, like I actually have good brows. So, and then next I will do my concealer. And the concealer I've been using, and probably will never go back to a different kind, is the Tarte Shape Tape. Really good. A little bit goes a long way, so I don't use that much. What I usually do is I start with like a base, and then once I've like beaded that into my face, if I need a little bit more in my corners because I do have dark circles, then I'll add a little bit more after. Most people wet their beauty blenders when they do this. I probably should, but I don't. I just use a dry beauty blender. This is the beauty blender I use. I will be using the pointed side of it. And what I usually do is I straight up just put especially this one's kind of new, so it has a lot more product on it. I just do like 2 dots. That's enough. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna blend it in. But like, if you can tell, a little bit goes a long way. Like, that's so much concealer in my opinion. It might not be for others, but like, to me, I feel like that's a lot. And some people like to apply it on the top of their lids, but for some reason mine always ends up like leaving crease marks later in the day. Don't know, I like powder it still, like I powder my eyes and they still crease, so I just don't do that anymore. I'll just do this. And then I do the other eye, 2 dots. It's like, it's a lot. I don't need a lot. Put that onto my eyes. I don't smear it because you're gonna have lines under your eyes if you do that. I would pat it into your skin. That way it really blends and then you don't have lines later under your eyes. Alright, and then before I like powder my eyes, I do cover my zits. I'm just gonna put it there because I really can't tell you what it is. It's all rubbed off. And it's the shade Light Medium 30. And so I'm just gonna go over my zits. Like I have some here and like one up there, so I just put like little dots of it. Just trying to cover those babies up. Alright, and I guess I say bake my face. The powder I use is Mercier. It's really good, recommend. And I use a beauty blender to do this. Some people use brushes, but I use a beauty blender. This is a specific one for like powders. I use this, pointy side. I also apply it in my oily spots. Right here and right here, like the T-zone kind of area, because it does keep my skin from getting super oily during the day. So I just apply some in between the brows and like right up there, just the T-zone, and then my chin. And then I put a little bit more on under my eyes. And this will help with creasing too during the day. If you have that problem, this will help so your concealer won't crease anymore. I just apply that right under the eye. Makes your eyes super white. I actually later on, after I've done like, if I'm wearing eyeshadow or do my mascara, then I take a powder brush and I kind of like brush some of this off because it makes my eyes super white underneath. Don't need that. They're already white as it is. So then yeah, I'm gonna do the other eye now. This really helps with creasing, I found that out. And when I discovered this powder, I literally cried. Because I've used other ones. I used a MAC one, but it was super white, and so when you took pictures, even if I went over with my powder, it showed up. This one is really like good. It is more natural looking. It's kind of beige instead of white, and so when you apply like your powder over it, it won't show up in pictures, which is really nice. Next, since we are doing a natural look, I'm not going to be doing any eyeshadow and stuff like that, because usually with my natural look, I either decide to do like just mascara, or I'll do mascara and eyeliner. So today we're just going to do mascara because that's pretty much what I do. Like on the weekends and stuff, I just throw on some concealer and mascara and stuff. What I'm doing right now, this is what I do. So, and I usually for school, I do like a little bit of eyeshadow and stuff like that, but when I'm feeling real lazy, this is what I do. So I decided I'd go with the natural look because I feel like that's what everyone wants to do. They're not like me. I'm kind of extra if you know me, so I like to go to school with the whole face of makeup on just because it's fun. But I know that most girls don't like doing that, so this is definitely like something you'll want to do. So if you don't know, my eyelashes, they are blonde, short, and completely straight. So so you can't see them whatsoever. So I'm gonna curl these eyelashes. Do the right one first. And then the mascara I like to use is Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's waterproof, literally the best waterproof mascara I've ever used. But it gives a lot of volume to my eyelashes, which is what I need because they're literally not there. So, and they make them look long, which is really nice. Which curling your eyelashes also helps with that. So, but I'm just gonna apply this. But if you're looking for a really good waterproof mascara, this is a higher end mascara. It's not cheap whatsoever. But it's worth your money. It lasts a while, and it's almost impossible to get off. But so like I would literally go into the ocean or like a pool party, and maybe my concealer came off, but my eyelashes were popping. The mascara literally doesn't come off whatsoever, unless I purposely try and like take it off. So it's really good. But I also apply a lot of mascara. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but I mean, I'm over here with literally the worst eyelashes to have for a girl. So we're gonna apply a lot. Is that how it be? Really? Almost done. I mean, can you tell? I think you can. It's pretty freaking amazing. Alright, so now I'm gonna curl the other eye. Looks good to you, then that's how you do it. Alright, and then one thing I like to do, some people don't like doing it, but I feel like especially when you're like doing a natural look, your eyes just seem to pop more if you do your under eyelashes. It's the Falsies Big Eyes. This is for like your upper eyelashes, and then this is for your bottom. But usually what I do is I use the big one because it's got a lot of volume, and so I like to give them more volume. And then I use the small one because it applies more, and it like, I don't know, it just makes them pop more. They're both really really good to use on your bottom eyelashes. So this is what I usually do, but this is kind of dried out. Makes me sad. So what I used, this is definitely probably not, like, it's not meant for your bottom eyelashes at all, but like, it works. It's the They're Real by Benefit. Just another mascara I used to use, and then I found the Better Than Sex, and I was like, sorry, love you, but like, I need this one. So it's really cool. If you can tell, there's like, I don't know what these are called. Oh my god. Like stems, I guess, at the tip going like all the way around. So you have like the little tools all over the wand. So you get a really good like volume effect. So I'm gonna use this. It worked really well the other day, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll start using you more. So I just apply that to my bottom eyelashes. looks pretty good. Alright, so since I'm not doing anything else on my eyes, like I said earlier in the video, I take this brush. Pretty sure this is just a Walmart brand brush, not anything special. I mean, I have like Morphe brushes and stuff, but that's only for like eyeshadow. I feel like any brush is a good brush, you know. And I just kind of wipe some of that powder from earlier out of my eyes. And what I'm about to do again is apply the powder that I applied before I did any of my other makeup again over my face, because I like an extra like cover, because powder does wear off during the day. So if you go ahead and put that extra coverage over, you don't really have to worry about it rubbing off, unless you're like me and you like run and then you sweat and stuff and it's gonna come off. But if I apply another coat over it, it won't come off during the day, which is really nice. So once again, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade first, medium plus, all over my face. And my eyes are really white right now from the powder, and just the fact that that concealer is literally the lightest shade possible. And so I just apply some under my eyes, because this is still a little darker than that powder, just to like blend it in with my entire makeup look. I want it to match my skin tone. I don't want the eyes to be super white. So once I go over it again, I put it under my eyes again like I did at the beginning. And then I'm going to go, ooh, no problem. Okay. Then I'm gonna go over with my medium dark again, all over the face, including under the eyes, because I don't want my eyes to be super white and then the rest of my face look dark. You want it all to blend in. So if you're gonna use the MAC Skin Finish powder, make sure you do that. The rules for like powder and foundation are much different, because you're dealing with a dry base instead of a creamy one. So you have to, it took me years to find out, let me just say that. I've had years of ratchet makeup. And I feel like this method that I've been doing has really worked. So, and then this is a little darker now that I've applied it, because this color is a lot darker than my skin tone. So I apply it underneath my chin. That way we don't get the look of my face is darker than my whole body. See, and I've just applied enough under my eyes to where it's the same as my skin tone. And then now, like most people, after they do their foundation, they do contour and stuff like that. It's a creamy base, so it'll stay on during the day. This is powder, and I use the Hoola Benefit bronzer. Amazing, literally love it. I don't use this because I don't like the defined look. I like it to be more natural looking. So I use my own brush. I don't really know what brand this is. I could have, oh, these are IT brushes. Okay, these brushes are freaking awesome, actually. So if you're gonna buy brushes, buy IT brushes, because they're really, really freaking good. They're like super soft on the face, but they do everything you need. This is like a highlighter contour brush, and so I just like dip it in, get a lot of it on, and I do it right on the cheekbone area. Then I like to go up on the side, because this makes your skin look darker. Like, it'll make you look tanner than what you really are. That's why, the main reason why I do this, because I'm already pale. So I just go all the way around the face, like on the forehead. And see, it just like shades your face to make you look tanner than what you really are. And I even do like down here, just a little bit. Really makes that jawline pop too, if you know what I'm saying. And then I'll apply a little bit more here, because I really want to look darker and those cheekbones to really like pop out. Yeah. But also, one reason why I like to apply this at the end is because it is a powder base, so it can, like I said, powder bases tend to wear off during the day. So if I apply it at the end of doing my makeup, then it won't fade, which is really nice. Or it won't fade as fast. Yeah. Alright, and then I do apply a little bit of blush, because I do need color. I mean, if you look at my face, I'm pretty one tone right now, one color. So this will just give me a pop. And so I'm using this brush. Don't know what brand it is. Sorry about it. And then I use this Nars Blush. It is the Orgasm. Freaking amazing. It's so pretty. If you can tell, I've used it up for sure. I have like 3 of them though. Very sparkly and like very pink. So when I'm going for a natural day, I don't apply as much on my brush. So it's very natural. And I start right on the cheek area and then I just go from there up to where I applied the bronzer, but it's like a tad higher. I don't apply that much, but I don't know if you can really tell, but it adds some color. Alright, and then the last thing I like to do is apply chapstick and then some lipstick if I'm feeling that. Sometimes I'll apply chapstick before I do my makeup, like once I pull up my hair and stuff, because my lips can be really dry and I don't like that, but they're not really dry today, so I didn't do that. I've been using this Burt Beeswax Lip Balm. It is the, it has vitamin E and peppermint, so it really does moisturize my lips. Or I use the EOS, and this one is also peppermint. I feel like I just love the smell of peppermint and stuff, and I feel like peppermint really moisturizes your lips. But I'm gonna use the Burt's Bees, so I'll just put some of that on. I always apply this before my lipstick because lipstick is dry, and when you apply it, it dries out your lips even more, and then you get that crusty look on your lips. No one likes that. And the 2 lipsticks I usually do use like as everyday, my lips are super pale, so I do like to add some of a color. I use the Captive, and I feel like from MAC it's used, but it is a dark color, but when I apply my chapstick and stuff, it makes my lips wet, and so it doesn't show up as dark. Or I use this Clinique color, it's Plum Pop. They're both about the same color. This one's a little lighter, but I apply these on over the lip balm, and I usually only do it like on the bottom and then rub it in. That way, and then like if it missed any spots, I'll fill in. But that way, it's not as dark either. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed, y'all. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it.